Hi, I'm Rhonda Egidio with Radiant Life Ayurveda. I'd like to talk with you a little bit today about Ayurveda and to explore the question, why are you interested in learning about Ayurveda? What is in it for you? So we need to look at some of these underlying motivations because there's a lot of power there. There's a lot of energy when we understand what motivates us and we can capture that can provide the energy for action or learning or commitments. So it's helpful to understand the motivations a little bit. So why do people come to Ayurveda? Why are people interested? Well, people want to improve their health. They want to go from poor health to good health, from good health to excellent health, or from excellent health to radiant health. Why? Well, first of all, it feels good to feel good, right? So it's sort of that's an obvious answer. But there's some things underneath that. We want life experiences. We want to be free of pain and suffering. We want to enjoy our relationships, be able to show up in loving ways and be present. We want to be productive in our work. We want to engage in our communities in ways that we can both give and receive. And we want to have lives of meaning. We want to have a larger spiritual canvas on which to project our lives and understand our lives. So we want life experiences and health is the dream catcher of those experiences. So for many of us, that's the underlying motivation for health, is that we want these life experiences that bring us joy and bring us bliss and satisfaction. So is Ayurveda the way for you? Well, Ayurveda is one way. It's improving our health is an ongoing, long-term experience. And so you need to find what works best for you. And so it's helpful to explore Ayurveda to see if that's what it is. But it needs to be something that you just are fascinated with, you want to learn about, that the strategies or the techniques seem to suit you, that it makes sense to you, that you have some drive to learn about it, because really health, good health, excellent health, radiant health is a lifelong experience and it takes an ongoing commitment. So it needs to be something that has some fascination for you in some way. And perhaps Ayurveda is it. Ayurveda's been around 5,000 to 8,000 years. It's based on you being at the center of it. So what that means is that we don't treat a disease per se. Two people may have diabetes, but it might be treated very differently because you work with the individual, not with treating the condition. So in working with the individual, you start with an assessment or a self-assessment, or if you're working with a practitioner, an Ayurvedic practitioner, they may take a pulse assessment. But anyway, you participate in an assessment so that you can find out what imbalances are going on for you. When you understand what those imbalances are, then through Ayurveda strategies and techniques and tools and understandings, you try to correct those imbalances. For instance, so if there's too much heat in your system, it's the theory of opposites. So too much heat, you eat foods that are cooling, like zucchini, like asparagus. You eat things that are cooling, or you do cooling activities like swimming, or could be the opposite. You could have too much coolness in your system, and so you need to do things that are heating, like eat things that are heating, like hot spices or ginger, things that will heat you up, activities that are a little more warming, that type of thing. So that's how Ayurveda works. We pull into Ayurveda. It's very broad in terms of the strategies. It can involve diet, it can involve lifestyles, lifestyle habits, it can involve herbs, Ayurvedic massage, cleansing techniques, whatever it takes, meditation, yoga. You are at the center. Again, you are at the center. There, you need some self-understanding, some self-knowledge of what your imbalances are, and then you add in Ayurveda knowledge and tools and techniques to correct those imbalances so you can return to a balanced nature. In that balanced nature, health is available to you. Higher consciousness is available to you. Energy is available to you because you have become receptive to receiving that healing by the balance that you are in. So two people could have diabetes, and maybe they would be best served by opposite kinds of strategies. It just depends on the individual. So we don't treat the condition, we work with the individual for health. So what you'll find too is over time is that you'll start with a few things that you'll do in Ayurveda, like the hot spice water. That will result in some energy for you, that you'll be doing some of those things. And then you'll have the energy to take on different lifestyle habits. So you might start with making some changes to your breakfast, what you have for breakfast, and then because you feel better, you feel like walking after supper, and you begin to feel like doing more. So it's kind of like compound interest. Okay, so you do some things at the beginning and they really pay off, and then that gives you the energy, and you start to accumulate energy that enables you to do other things. What I have found is that once you get started with making some corrections to your imbalances, that it starts to become what you want. So you may consciously try to do some things at the beginning, but in a short amount of time, what I found with clients with whom I've worked, that in a short amount of time, they desire what is healthy. So that desire for what is healthy becomes natural. But you may need to structure it first at the beginning. And then things that aren't serving you, habits that aren't serving you, begin to fall away. There's not so much struggle or so much energy that goes into trying to defeat those habits. You just begin to lose interest in them as you become healthier. And that's the path of Ayurveda. So wishing you healthful blessings and great radiant intentions. Until next time, this is Rhonda Egidio. Thank you.